Good morning, guys. So I'm gonna be having some coffee right now. I'm up pretty early for me. I never am up this early. Um, the only reason I am today is because I slept a lot yesterday. I think Stizzy was part of the blame, but also it's because it was my Friday or Saturday. But anyway, so I'm making some breakfast. I just realized though I gotta cancel my Kaiser today because I was supposed to go take some labs, but I'm just like, okay, Kaiser is tripping out. So like they were like, I guess they were calling me the other day and they were like, let me go turn off the burner. Sorry guys. They were calling me the other day and I'm waiting for the broiler to heat up so I can put my sourdough in. Um, they were calling me the other day. It turns out because I had called the pharmacy, um, telling them that can I get a just can they can they contact my doctor to refill my spironolactone? Spironolactone is something they give women with PCOS that because of the some of the side effects you have with it. Um, but I also have another thing with PCOS, spironolactone. If you have PCOS, you might understand this. I noticed that when I before because my endocrinologist had me on for like 400 milligrams, right, a day. So I was taking that much, and all these years I've never had periods, like ever, like never, like even that's why I got diagnosed because my mom took me when I was a teenager to the endocrinologist there, and they were like, my pediatrician prior to that had kind of thought something was a little off because I was eating the same things as my brothers and everything, and I was gaining weight, and like they were just, they were athletes, like they were in the baseball and all that, and but still, the portions were the same. So, pediatrician didn't quite know what it was going on, but then later they diagnosed me as PCOS. So then, and then I'm not saying over the years my diet hasn't contributed to some of the other stuff. I mean, yeah, my diet could be way better than it is, like way everything. Um, but they were saying so a few years ago. Obviously, everyone knows at first they put you on the pill just to give you like a period and like, so the stuff won't build up, and then because the mechanisms aren't working. Obviously, with PCOS, something's not working somewhere. So I just got used to not ever having periods, and I was kind of thankful because like the times I did have them, I hated dealing with the cramps and the changing pads and all that. I hated it. At that time, I was like scared to use tampons. Obvious reasons, women. I was scared. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna like hurt myself putting it in. But then, maybe a couple years ago, um, no, actually, like since I've been on, okay, so I was on the spinal no, like so all these years I never had them. Like even at the doctor, they would ask me when was the first day or the end day of your last, period. It was like never, never, never. Like it never happened. So what was I supposed to say? They would look at me weird. Like, what do you mean? Like, so then finally, I want to say the past 2 or 3 years, um, they just started happening. I would get them for months, and then they would stop, and then I would get it, um, just every month at the same time. It's always at the end of the month, every month. So it's like regular periods the past 2 years, and like I went from like this past year, my spinal line, it's been kind of spotty, just because I was in between doctors for a minute, and then but so when I went to when I changed the Kaiser, she put me on just 100. Because at the first intake appointment, you talk about everything, right? So I totally wasn't thinking. I didn't tell her how my other doctor had me on. My endocrinologist had me on 400. That may have been too much. I don't know. He said because endocrinologists are a little more knowledgeable than regular doctors about it. So, he said it won't harm me because but regular doctors are kind of more scared. They don't really want to put you on that much because it might affect other body systems or whatever. So that's what my other doctor said. So Um, obviously, Dr. Knowledge is a little more knowledgeable about it. So, she put me on 100 milligrams for every day, and I've been just taking them like the way I was taking them. So of course they ran out, right? So I was like, wait, what do you mean I can't get a refill yet? Because on KP.org pharmacy it tells you what you can get now, what you can't. So I called Kaiser the other day, and I was like, can you write a note to my doctor, saying that I need more. I need her to what is it called? I was just gonna keep doing it the way she was doing it, 100 pills a day, a month, um, or 100 daily supply, and just take them how I was taking them. But they were running out faster, obviously, because she could change the dosage thing on there, so I wouldn't run out. She basically, with the freaking clerk at the pharmacy, not helping at all. She was just like, "You're on your own, bruh," kind of thing. You need to contact your doctor, talk to her about it. Which she's easy to email and stuff, message on there, so it's not a big deal. But I was like, okay, like thanks for nothing kind of thing. Like I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. And so she was like, it turns out this heifer had like hit my doctor up because all of a sudden the doctor's nurse, was blowing me up the other day. I finally listened to the voicemail yesterday or the day that day, and I was like, what's going on? Why are they calling me? And she's like, oh, we've been trying to contact you. The doctor increased your dose to 2 a day. So I guess now I'll have a 200-day supply because I'll be taking 2 a day. Or 200 tablets or whatever it is. I don't know what day supply it is. They usually 90-day supply. But that's why I was running through them, because it was like there wasn't enough in the dosage. It was like I was taking a higher dosage than she allowed on the thing. Case in point is, what is up with you guys? Guys are like, seriously? So you're gonna tell me I'm on my own with it to talk to my doctor and get it figured out, but your ass ended up messaging her anyway? And so that would have had me on the phone trying to see what's going on the other day if I had called and like said, what can I get my dose changed because my pills are running out? And like, this is something for, call it vanity or whatever, ladies. You understand what I'm going through. Call it vanity. It's hard not being on those, because if I'm not on those, I get the side effects of some of the PCO symptoms that I don't really want to talk about. And, I forget how it helps it, but my ex kind of was describing it to me. He is explaining to me how the process is, like what happens with those kind of pills, and so I kind of that's why when you're not on them, everything kind of goes back to normal, because obviously anytime you're on a med, it's suppressing something or it's helping something, okay. And in this case, it's hard as women to have hair, body hair and stuff where we don't want it. It's hard just in society, just walking around like have to hide and everything. And yeah, I get the self-love stuff. I understand that, but it's still, I'm a female. At the end of the day, I still go through the typical female things of like, oh my god, why is her hair growing here? Why can't I just be like a normal chick? Why is my body effed up? PCOS has a lot of other things that are kind of hidden emotionally with it to deal with, so it's hard. I've kind of just learned to live with it. I mean, I've had it since teenager or whatever. That's when they told me. It's probably been my body my whole life. Like, I was even just like, I'm not gonna say the whole there's not a chance of it, but I was even just like, I probably never had kids and that. I don't know. But it's like you learn to live with it after a while. It happens in like stages. It takes time to kind of adjust to living like that, knowing you need help with this or medical help with that or whatever. But it is what it is now. Like, I think I'm mentally in a different place with it than I was maybe 10 years ago. So, and it's funny because on Reddit, there's groups, there's things like communities on that. And we all talk about how doctors told us this when we were diagnosed. They tell you things when you're like 16, 17 that F up your whole mindset, your whole life. Like, oh, so no one's going to love me because I freaking like am like a wolf woman if I don't have freaking these pills. Like, I mean, I can't say that because not every woman experiences the excess hair and all that. Some women don't. Some women just have issues with getting pregnant. Some women just have issues with like the insulin resistance thing or the diabetes stuff. Some women just have issues with some women have really just oily skin, and it manifests different in women, all women that have it. So you may meet someone who doesn't have any hair issues or anything, and then you meet another one, it's like they always got to be removing it every day. So I love that these communities exist, like on Reddit, and Facebook has a lot of groups, but the Facebook groups tend to focus more on like trying to conceive and stuff. So if some women were complaining in the Reddit group how, yeah, you feel out of place if you're not in that trying to, I mean, I'm not saying in the past I haven't tried when I had someone in my life, like I haven't, I want to have one, but I never like actively was like, oh my god, let me try it now, if it happens, it happens kind of deal. So I was, but in the group, yeah, that's all we talk about. So it's kind of like we were like, we feel some women are like, that's not my goal right now, so I'm not like obsessed over it, like to that point, That's why those groups on Facebook are like a little. Some of them probably aren't devoted to that, but it always morphs into that. Oh, I don't have my creamer. Okay, well first let me taste it as it is, this coffee, because let me see if I taste any notes of like chocolate or caramel. Sorry, you guys. Back to the breakfast. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. Just because I had an appointment today with the lab, but I'm probably gonna cancel it because I don't think I'm gonna get my pills until Friday or whatever. I don't know. I might go get the pills, or I was gonna have them mailed because you can have them mail free. But in the note she said, "Oh, try to get to the lab before your next refill." But she might have been she might have meant next refill, like the one after this. So I'm probably just gonna try to refill it and then. But then that still puts me in a pickle because it would have been here if I just mail ordered it a few days yesterday. Anyway, I don't know. But I wanted to go to the lab anyway because you can get COVID tests there, like free COVID tests. Anyway, that's my coffee. Okay, let's try this. This is muggy, guys. It has a very light taste. Okay, I'm gonna go get some my creamer. Alright, I'm out of caramel macchiato. I don't know why that was still in the refrigerator. You guys, I tried this one. I did a taste test video, but you know what? I'll just taste test it right here. I don't want to put up a whole video just for that. This is the Rice Krispies one. Okay, let's see what tastes in this. There's like a ground floating around. Because I put too much of that. When I put the second water, it like... It's good. Like I said in the video, it tastes like the processed Rice Krispie treats though. It's not like the ones you make at home, the buttery natural ones. It's like the ones on the shelf. And that was before I had seen this. When they have a picture of the little processed ones. This is like Rice Krispie treats on the shelf kind. It's not too bad. It's a one and done thing for me though. I think I probably wouldn't get it again, but I'm glad I tried it. And I'm gonna also try. They had Golden Grounds, but like I said, the Golden Grounds one, I remember Golden Grounds cereal, eating it over in the past. It tastes like honey. So I was like, honey coffee. I don't know. I'm usually into cinnamon and things like that. Like cakey creamers. The creamers that they say taste like cake. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna frap this egg white, and then I'm going to um what else do I need to do? Toast my bread, put it in the broiler. So let me get that started. Broiler should be ready. They say this is the best bread in that booth at the farmers market, so we'll see. Come on. Just let me I gotta clean this skillet out. Okay, let me get a plate. Oh, I have it on low. I have the broiler on low. You guys, I was so tired that, or just so caught up in my sleep that usually I leave a light on, like either this kitchen light or some kind of hall light overnight because I'm like scared of the boogeyman kind of thing when I'm by myself. But this time, that shows how tired I was. I didn't even turn it on like last night. Or when I got up, I hadn't even turned it on. I was like, oh. I forgot. I need a spatula. I had those little silicone spatulas from Walmart, and one of them bent. It bent. Let me put that on high. And okay, guys, don't worry. I'm not gonna bore you with cooking my breakfast. I'm really gonna I'll just show a taste test of how my hold on. Where's that cheese? This cheese. I hope this cheese is good. I hope it goes good with eggs. I know Gruyere is good, and I know I got the one at Aldi before, which is a little thinner, like finer shredded, and I liked it. So, but I never had it with eggs. I'm just gonna taste this sourdough real quick. Come on, butter. But I'm gonna taste the sourdough, see how it tastes. You know, I wish I got one of these mugs when I was in Vegas years ago. I wasn't in, and when they first started these series with the mugs, because I could have got it there. I could have got San Francisco. Because when you see them on like eBay and stuff, they want like $15 for these, $30. Okay, so if the bread's good, I'm gonna I don't want this to touch it too much. If I like it, the next time I'll get the cheddar, and then whatever one that other, this one, and then there's another one. I'm so tempted, you guys, to try the rosemary one or the vegetable one. I just have a feeling it would be good, but I don't think rosemary would go with like what I'm making right now. Whoa, I have a coffee stain on my shirt. I don't think rosemary would go with what I'm making right now, but I was watching this video on YouTube the other day. It was so good. She was talking about dating, like plus size dating, and not necessarily plus size dating, but that's kind of like what she is. So that's what her main thing was. And she was saying how, yeah, she's like, meet them, like, if they say, oh, you want to meet me, like, she was saying how really smart things that I wish I had done this years ago, known this years ago, but she was saying, like, not to just drag it out, like, if they don't want to meet up, don't just keep talking to them, messaging them. You know, people do that. I noticed, like, on Reddit, they say, like, oh, we were texting and everything, and then we never met, and then when we did meet, there was just, like, nothing in person, you know? I mean, ideally, you would meet in person instead of, like, even online in the first place, but, you know, it happens. But she was saying some interesting stuff, like, don't drag it out like that. After the first contact or second contact, meet up. And she said Starbucks is a good one because it's free, you out there. She was saying something funny that made me laugh. Because it was so true. It's a thought that, like, a lot of bigger women have, like, about, she's like, okay, you know how those chairs, those little plastic chairs that you see in people's backyards, like when there's a party or whatever. She's like, go to Starbucks because they usually have sturdy chairs. Their chairs are usually sturdy. And you can pick the chair before he gets there because you could be like, okay, you're meeting me before work or whatever. You could pick the chair so you already know. You've already kind of tried him out. I was dying because I was like, we've all had that thought. Like, I never sit like at parties. I would like literally be like where can I sit? I would just be looking around because I would be like, I don't want to sit in one of those chairs because the back legs will go like that, and then I fall. You might fall. It's like, oh my god, and then like because I remember having that exact thought, like, but it was funny. She was saying a lot of good tips on there, and but yeah, don't drag it out. Meet them if they don't want to meet right away. Then nah, because there are people out there that is just a total. They just want text buddy, like people to text. They don't really want like meet other people for different reasons. They have different reasons why, but okay, you guys, look how this stuff toasted up. I'm gonna take a little sample of this. I'll take a sample of the bigger one, just in case. I like that it's not like super like soury. Some sourdough. Okay, you like kind of taste it. Eventually, you taste the sourdough, but it's not like super like. It just tastes like regular toast at first, regular bread. It's not like super pungent. So, I'm about to make me a breakfast sandwich, y'all. And I will talk to you guys later. I probably am, now that I think about it. I just want to get out the way. I probably will go to Kaiser and take my blood work and get my pills. I don't want to deal with them because, oh man, I just remember that. I have an appointment on Friday. That one, but that's a video appointment. With that to talk to that psychiatrist, and say like she does prescribe me some like antidepressants, I would have to go in and get them at Kaiser. Because I don't know if it's a first prescription. I don't know if they'll mail them. And then if they mail them, I would have to wait 3 to 5 days to get them. And then still feeling like all low and all that. So I don't know. There'll be 2 trips to that mofo. That's a Dino. No, it's not that bad. Like even with the bus stop, it's like right there, and the goal line is right there. But bus stop's probably better. All right, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Keep you posted. All right, bye.